online marketing. But I understood that if I wanted to have what the successful people have, then I had to do what the successful people do. And what I did was that when I was faced with certain decisions that I had to make in my business, whether or not to spend an extra hour on my business that night or go do something maybe that I felt would be more enjoyable, whether or not to invest in my business or maybe spend that money on something not related to the building of my business. When I was faced with those decisions, I started to ask myself, okay, what would my upline do? See, I had a highly successful upline in the direct sales company that I was with at the time, where, by the way, I'm fortunate enough to say that I quickly became the top female income earner with that company. But at the time, I was not successful yet. And I looked to my upline, a person I respected and admired, and I understood that if I wanted to have what he had, well, guess what? I had to make the kind of choices that I believed he would make in each and every situation. So I started making different choices. I stopped doing what kind of came naturally to me. And I started making bold choices, stepping out of my comfort zone. And over time, this a series of little choices and some bigger choices, okay, it all kind of built up and took me to that point where I started to experience the results that I was looking for. And this is something that you can do as well. Maybe you have a successful upline or an industry leader, somebody you follow and respect and admire. And next time you're faced with one of those decisions, sometimes I talk about, little you and big you, is that little person on your shoulder, that wants to kind of hold you back and just wants you to do what is safe and expected. And then you have big you, which is that version of yourself that wants to be greater and better and who's committed to excellence and making an impact and being all that you can be. And you kind of, next time you're at that crossroad and you're wondering who to listen to, ask yourself that question. What would Mr. X do? What would Miss Y do? And you already know the answer. You know what leaders do, right? You know that leaders make bold choices. They lead from the front. They lead by example. They step up to the plate, right? You already know that. You already know what the answer is. But this is a tip for you that you can utilize next time you're in that place and at that crossroad. So that really was just a third tip that I wanted to share with you there. And let's see here, what else? Yeah, just a couple of little things here. So many times we get so we spend so much time studying and learning, and as important as it is to learn the skills and to better ourselves by just learning and sitting at the feet and learning from the people that have what we want to have, it's even more important to take action. You always got to take action beyond what you know. Okay, as important as it is to study, it's even more important to take action. Taking action to the point where you even feel uncomfortable because you maybe don't quite know what you're doing. And I once heard a highly successful entrepreneur put it like this: build the airplane as you fly it. That's something to write down. Build the airplane as you fly it. You may not understand everything now, but you know what? When you're in the trenches and you are taking action, it will start to come together for you. But a lot of the time, it won't. I would say most of the time, it really won't until you are taking action and until you allow yourself to become uncomfortable and take some calculated risks. So be willing to take risks, okay? And that's really what it comes down to. Bottom line, it's your mindset, right? Change the way that you look at the world, and the world you look at will change. the world around you will change as you change. Incredibly important to really understand that. Finally, as I wrap this up, I just really wanted to give you a quick word of encouragement. If you are somebody who is really struggling, you feel like quitting, and you feel like it's just not going to happen for you, I want to just say this. You know, not everybody is an overnight success story, and that's okay. Usually you hear of the overnight success stories. You don't hear much about the people who maybe are at it for maybe years even before it really happens for them. I was not an overnight success story by any means, but what if I had given up before it happened? If you give up before it happens for you, then you are cheating yourself of that success that you have been working so hard for. What if next week is the week when it's meant to happen for you? What if tomorrow is the day when you are meant to have your breakthrough? Well, you will never know if you give up now, right? Not only are you cheating yourself, you'll be cheating the people that are depending on you, maybe your family, maybe your children. Not only just the people that you know, but the people that you don't even know yet, who need to be encouraged by your success down the line. When you are shooting a video like this at some point in the future, you are on stage speaking or whatever the case may be, there are people out there who need to hear your story and be encouraged by you, okay? And another mentor of mine said, you know, don't stop, don't quit. It's selfish, okay? Don't be selfish. It's selfish to quit. So hang in there, okay? Hang in there and keep going and do the work and focus on just following your passion and investing yourself in other people. When you follow your passion and you really focus on giving value and service to the world, that is ultimately what's gonna bring about your results at the right time. Okay, quick call to action here as I wrap this up. Make sure that you review your notes while they are still fresh in your mind. Choose one thing that you are going to take action with this week. The next week, pick a new item that you'll take action with then, and so on, week after week, until you have implemented most of these concepts. And if you are feeling overwhelmed, especially if you're new, I know this is a lot of information, it's okay. You don't have to get it all. You don't have to take action on it all. Start with one thing. Trust your subconscious. Like I said before, when you are in the trenches, that's when usually when it starts coming back to you and it starts making sense to you, even if this did not make sense to you right now. Trust the process. A few weeks or maybe months down the road, you'll be surprised to see how it will come back to you, where you are, working on a campaign or writing an ad or putting together an email or whatever the case may be. You'll be surprised to find that, all these things that you picked up that you didn't even know you learned while you were on a particular training or listened to a particular video. So obviously, I have a lot more to say about these 5 different concepts. Your leadership, your strategies, your plan, your funnel, and your potential. And I go into great detail on this in Her Success Blueprint, my course, lots of visuals and other resources as well. If you aren't MLSP Master member, you can purchase this under the store tab in your members area. Just go to store and you get a very special price on this product, and you can also market it and earn 100% profits on it. If you want to get a copy of the course and you are not with MLSP, go ahead and connect with me on Facebook, and I'll make sure you get a link so you can grab your copy of the course. I'm going to put my Facebook links, both for my fan page and my personal profile, up on the screen here right now. You should see that right now. There you go. And either way, I hope that you will go in and like my Facebook fan page and send me a friend's request. That way we can stay in touch and you'll get regular marketing tips and mindset training and inspiration